MakinWhatcha.com. And hi, sister. How are you? So this is this week's Whatcha Making Wednesdays. And if you could see my desk, you would say you are making a mess because it does look kind of messy. But oh my gosh, this technique is so addicting. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to share it with you. So we've had like some excitement going on. Yesterday, Jeff and I both got our second shots, and we were a little worried about it. At least I was, because I've heard people, the second shot is worse, right? Like they have some reactions or something. But so far, so good. Hopefully, I'm not jinxing it. Knock on wood. And we're both, just a little sore, but that's just because of the needle. My arm's a little sore. But I'm just watching. I want to make sure I'm in the right spot. I have the little thing going. Come on. All right, there we go. Okay, good. But we don't have like fevers or any of that stuff. So that's good. But Eric came over yesterday, and his toe, oh my gosh, his toe looked really, really bad. And he has a very high pain tolerance. And I said, what'd you do to your toe? And he had fallen, and it's like, I'm not even going to explain how gross it looks. So anyways, I said, I need to take you to the doctor, blah, blah, blah. And this was late. I said, you have to take the day off work. Eric, our son has autism, and he's the best kid. I mean, he's 33, but he's the best kid. But it's like he thinks if he doesn't go to work, the whole place is going to shut down. So he had to go to work. But anyways, so Jeff is going to pick him up early and take him to the doctor. But one person said he's at work. One person said he's at the house they're working at. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys are killing me. So that's what's been going on. And I'm like, please don't call me when my live is going. So there's enough blabbing for you. So hopefully that gave a few more people to get over here from Facebook, because it gets confusing. So I'm going to show you the coolest technique. All right, so let me turn my phone over right there so you can see. All right. All right, first off, let me show you host code. I think I told you this yesterday. So this is the April host code. You'll probably hear me say that over and over a few times this month, but here is April's host code. If you're going to place an order, please use that, unless you are ordering, hi Marcy, hi Jeannie, unless you are ordering for club, then you have your own code. Or if you're ordering over 150 before tax and shipping, you will not use that code, because then you'll get your own hostess benefits. And we all love getting our own hostess benefits. All right, so let me move that out of the way. I also want to talk about the new in colors. So we have 5 new in colors coming in. We get new in colors every year, but they hang around for 2 years. So we can love them and get used to them. So these are the 5 new ones. So fresh freesia, polished pink. It's hard to read that one, but it says evening evergreen, soft succulent, and pale papaya. Say that 5 times fast. Hey, Anna. And then, so this is just a quick comparison. So you can get this. I put this up on my blog so you can see it better. And you can probably print it out. And then, so this just kind of is a comparison. I'm like trying to get it so you can see of current colors, just to get kind of an idea how they'll go together. And so I'm excited for these new colors. This fresh freesia, it reminds me almost of the purple posy, but it's just a little bit different. And I love the purple posy. So in fact, my nails kind of remind me of purple posy. All right, so that is what's going on. All right, so let me talk about the technique I'm going to show you today. I don't know what it's called. Hi, Mary. I don't know what it's called. I learned this technique from my friend Susan Hoare, and she learned it from Alyssa Tilsner. So let me put that off because I had stuff on it. So that's who I am saying I learned from, because that's who I learned from. All right. But then I played around with it a little bit. So let me show you how it starts. So this is I'm just putting the silicone pad down just to kind of keep this from getting wet. And I'm going to just put a grid, it's like a piece of copy paper. But you're going to want vellum. And this is our cardstock vellum. Make sure I just have one piece. So I'm putting my vellum down. Now, I see that when people are doing it, like it will buckle. So I don't want it to buckle or curl up. So I'm just using, this is just Post-it note tape, just so that it stays flat. All right. And then I also have just a couple little containers here. So this is just, I think they're called salt cellars. I think they're supposed to put salt in them or something. I don't know. But I use them for my fingernails. All right. So, and you also need, because I tried it with the 70% and it doesn't work. So I had to wait till I got my higher strength alcohol. I don't want to spill it before I could show you the technique. And this is the 91% isopropyl alcohol. You have to have a high concentrated alcohol because it has to break down the blend. So what we're doing is we are going to take our Stampin' blends. So the dark ones work better just because you're kind of diluting them. So what you want to do also, if you have ones that you've trashed the ends of them, because that kind of happens, you know, once in a while. Let me turn this other light on. I always forget that. Oh my gosh, today was so crazy. All right, I don't know if that does anything or not. All right, so what you're going to do is you are just going to scribble a little bit. So I'm just going to scribble a little bit. This is, what is this? This is the dark magenta madness. So I'm just scribbling some color. And then the dark granny apple. So if you have blends, like I said, that have yucky tips, this is the perfect technique because you're kind of being rough with them. Okay, what is this? Dark Highland Heather. And then I'm just kind of squeezing it, whatever, rubbing it in between there. And then I want to take a little bit of my dark Night of Navy. Holy moly. All right, let me scoot down. Let me scoot down so you can see a little better. All right, so I'm going to put a little Night of Navy in here too. It's so, I mean, you couldn't do the same thing with it if you wanted. Okay, so then what I do is I just have, these are our water painters or whatever. So there's nothing in it. I mean, you could maybe put the alcohol in it, but let me just tell you, when I opened up the alcohol, it has a little pour spout. It is so full, and the plastic is so skinny on that bottle that it squeezed, and luckily I didn't have my eyeball in a way, but it shot up out of that bottle like a geyser. So just be careful. So if you've got the one that I got that has a little pour thing, don't use the pour. Take the lid right off so you can pour the whole thing in the container. And do it on the floor or something because it's kind of messy. But anyway, so there is another little pointer. All right. I'm also using, remember we had this? This is the old marker squirter, spritzer, whatever the heck it was called. So I kept this in my stash. So you're going to need this too. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this, and this is the bigger of the set of 3. And I'm just going over into, I want to make sure you can see what I'm doing, but I don't want to get it too close where I'm spilling it. Come on, you crazy old phone. All right, so can you see? I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. All right, there you go. So I'm just picking up a little bit of the alcohol, and I'm just going to add a little bit. Oh, you know what else I want? I want, what am I? Ever so popular, what I use to clean off my, because I just want to make sure I'm just doing the pinks first. So I just kind of want to do the pinks. So I'm just tapping that on there. And then I just want to go like this so that my brush is a little clean. Then you're going to take your spritzer, and I just want you to like push that around. So you're just going to push the color around with the spritzer. Now, you could use whatever. If you have like a nose sucker, if you have a little kid, and when you had a baby and you got those nose suckers, that would work too. You just want something that you can push the color around. Because it's alcohol, it's pretty potent. So I don't think you want to be using a straw or something. All right. So then we're going to go into our, I think it was Highland, right? So I'm going to do the same thing. Just going to touch a little bit with the Highland, with the alcohol, and then squirt, squirt, squirt. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. So hopefully you can see me. Hopefully you can see me. And I took it out of my phone because I was going to hang it up. It's just one of those days. Is it the 13th? Is it the 13th? No, it's not. All right. And I got to flip. All right. So let me know if you can see me. Can you see me? Can you see me? I can see it. So hopefully you'll come back. Oh my gosh. So I don't even know where I left off. So what I've done is I'm like, what did you miss? Oh my gosh. I wish I could remember. So all I did was, somebody please say where I left it. Because this is basically just the dark Highland Heather, the dark Night of Navy, and the dark Magenta Madness, and the dark Granny Apple. So if someone could just type in where it froze, because I didn't see where that was. So it's all good. You were blowing on the green. Okay. All right. You get the idea, right? So basically, yeah, you just keep blowing it around. All right. So I'm just moving that. Okay. Then, so with the squirter, so what I do is, like, once I get it where I like it, I come way up with my squirter and I just keep blowing, and then it makes that alcohol dry. All right, so let me peel this off. And I think I told you this is just Post-it note tape. I guess I need to pay more attention to this technique just has me so excited. I couldn't handle it, and I was just paying attention to what I was doing. But look how beautiful. Look how amazing that is. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so here's one I did earlier. Those same colors. So see what I mean? It will be all different what you use. All right. But what I'm going to do is show you. So when you take this, so this is strictly just the colors on the vellum. And then if you stick like a piece of cardstock underneath it. So look how amazing it looks when you put the cardstock. It just makes it so bright. So this is just with Whisper White, or basic white cardstock behind it. All right. Now I'm going to put Daffodil Delight behind it. And look at how it changes based on the cardstock that you put underneath it. So see how that changed it a little bit? I know the lighting is a little hard. All right, so here it is. If we put Purple Posy underneath it, again, it changes the look. And Pool Party. So look, it almost makes like the green stand out more. And then here's Balmy. So it looks cool too. All right. So then I was playing with that and I was like, oh my gosh, this is super, super fun. I am so addicted. So I never got anything finished. So what I'm going to do Friday, I have still stuff more to show you here, but Friday when I do my dies shorts, I'm going to have some finished cards. All right, so this is the first one I did because I was just like, oh my gosh, now I have to do other stuff. So this was, I didn't even remember what color I used here. Isn't that bad? This was raspberry, granny apple, mango, just jade, I think, were those colors. But then I just was like, well, what happens if you stamp on the card, on the vellum first? So this is just the succulent stamp set, stamped with this stays on the vellum. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over because I have a feeling that if I mess with the stays on with alcohol, it's going to break down the that stays on. So I didn't want to do that. All right, so now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put my tape back just because the vellum will buckle, like it will start to like curl because it's getting wet. All right, so now let's see here. So now I'm going to take, this is, where's my dark rich raspberry? Okay, blackberry. I want to take old olive, and I want to do the magenta again. The magenta looks amazing. You like the yellow one? Oh, with the cardstock behind it, it's amazing how it just changes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my old olive and my granny apple, and I'm going to put my granny apple in the center. I also want to put it over here and here. So this was granny apple and old olive. So a little bit of old olive. And what did I say this was? Blackberry. So I'm going to put some blackberry around as well. All right. So I just kind of like did that. Then I'm going to come over again. I'm just picking up that alcohol and just tap, tap, tap in my green. Let me just get my thing again. And then just blow your colors around. And you don't want to dilute it too much. Like you want to give it a little, so it keeps some of the pen. If you dilute it too much, you lose some of the color. All right, so let me put just a tad there. So I know we get excited and just want to throw that alcohol on there, but you do want to contain yourself with your joy of finding a new technique and just control your enthusiasm just a little bit. All right, so now I'm doing the same thing. I'm putting a little bit on here. All right. And then blow, blow, blow. Blow, blow, blow. And sometimes I love when it goes splat. It gives you that splat look. I love that. All right. So that looks like it's good. Then I want to take the Night of Navy. Let me scoot down. So I'm going to take the Night of Navy. I'm going to put some on the ends here. And I have a, where is my crazy dark? I have this crazy, this is, what is this? Mango. This poor abused mango. But it's perfect for this technique. All right, so a little touch, touch, touch with the blue. And then blow, blow, blow. That's like yesterday when we got our needles. I was like, move, 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 move your arm. Rub, rub, rub. So I kept going, move it, move it. You got to move it, move it. So this is, you got to blow it, blow it. All right, so we're just blowing that around. And then I'll touch the yellow. All right. Touch the yellow. And then up high, or you can just blow with your mouth. But you don't want to suck in any of the fumes, because remember, it is alcohol. All right, so let me get my white. All right, so that was just going to dry. So let me show you the one I did earlier. So the colors are a little bit different. So here is one I did earlier. So here is the stays on. So see, you can see. So now I flipped it over. So the colors are coming through the back. So it just looks like, look at all those colors. So see, there's where you blowed it and then you turn it over and you can see through it. So then I'll cut it out and make it into like a pretty card. All right, so there's one. I showed you that one. All right, now this one was the Stays On Jet Black. And it's a little fainter. So I think I would just keep using the Stays On. All right, then I got thinking, what if, all right, let me take this off of there. So it was just like all these thoughts were going through my mind. All right, so let me take this one off. Let me show you this one when I flip it over. It might be still a little black or a little dark, or I can't even talk, a little wet. So look at how cool that one looks. I love the Night of Navy. So this one looked cool too. All right, so that's got to sit to dry. Then I thought, all these thoughts going through my mind, what if I embossed my image in white? So I did my white craft pad and my white embossing powder, and I heat set it. So I'm going to do the same thing, but this time I want to see, I can't remember what I did. Hang on a minute. I have to touch my other one. Okay, so this time I am coloring it on the top. Hang on a minute. Because that's what I did. Okay, I'm going to do the opposite to what I did the other time, and then we'll compare. All right, so I'm going to flip it over and color it from the back side. All right, so I'm going to color it from the back side. All right. So we're going to use our Granny Apple again. We're going to make that all Granny Apple. Granny Apple. Magenta. Magenta. So now I'm just getting kind of haphazardly with it. What is this one? This one is the dark Posy. You want it to be a dark color. Let's see, do I have, I'm going to try Poppy Parade. I haven't tried Poppy Parade yet. All right, so here's Poppy Parade sneaking in there a little bit too. All right, so then I'm going to do the same thing. Boop, boop, boop. Get my little pad. Any reaction to the vaccine, Raquel? No, just a little sore arm, like we had the last time. All right, so now I'm going to take and do my green. Put a little bit more. And this time I'm just going to clean in between and just blow them all at once, just to save time. Just because now you're kind of understanding what I'm doing, and just to speed it up a little bit. All right, now I'm just going to blow, blow, blow. It just looks up, even if you didn't blow a whole lot, you know. All right, then I got thinking, what if I added this? What if I added this? And this is a champagne mist. So what I did was I tried putting a little drops here and there. And I don't want to get color into, so I'm just putting a couple little drops here and there, but I don't want to get color into it. So I'm making sure the drops are away from the alcohol. All right. Let me put the lid on. Where's the lid? So then what I do is I have a separate one. So see, this is the one I did that. So then it gets that that mist into there. So see, you can see it inside there. It's all glittery. So I'm even using like a different brush. All right. So then we're just going to touch. And now we've got this sparkle stuff going on. So now we have this amazing sparkle. So let me get the blower. I forgot to blow. So now we're moving that sparkle around. So can you kind of see that there's a sparkle to it? So now there's like this sparkly, and you can see it's like, it's hard to see, but like there's almost like air bubbles or something. There's some sort of reaction going on. So, all right. So that looks pretty cool. All right. So, oh, I didn't even tape that one down. See, in all my excitement, I didn't even tape this one down. All right, let me, I'm up and down so it dries. All right. So then, where's my paper? Where's my white paper? Now this is probably definitely still wet. But look at this one after I bang that. Look how cool that is with the white embossing on top of it. So this one, I did it from the back side. What, if you put the alcohol in? Yeah, Anna, I was going to do that. But it was hard enough getting that alcohol. I guess I could suck it up into the brush. But it was hard enough getting the alcohol into this jar, let alone putting it into the brush. So maybe if I like squeeze the brush and suck the alcohol up into it, and then I could clean it. But I just kept doing that. So the more I play with it, the more I'll fiddle fart around. But look how gorgeous this is. You don't want too much. Yeah, so you want to make sure that you leave some, you don't want to make all the marker go away. But look how gorgeous that is. Oh my gosh. So this is the one that I did from the back side. So this is the one I did from the back side. It's a little harder to see that shiny stuff from the back. All right, so here's the one I did earlier. Remember I said I did it differently? So this one I did from the front. So what I did was, this is the side that had the embossing powder. So I did this side first, and then I flipped it over. So it kind of almost gives you the same, oops, I got a little caca on there from that thing. So it gives you kind of the same look. So let me put them side by side. So it gives you kind of the same look, but the white is on the top where this white is underneath. So it gives you a little bit different look there. All right, let's see. Now this is the one that I messed with when I just kind of was playing with the, whatchamacallit, the champagne mist. And then I got a little bit carried away with the champagne mist. So there was, you need a small funnel. Oh yeah. But I know, like if I suck, like if you squeeze this and put it into the thing, like watch. Now when you have these, let me scoot it up. When you have these, they unscrew opposite. So I don't know. But anyways, so if you take this and you squeeze and stick it in there, it will suck that up. So see, it's filling it up. So squeeze, stick it in there, suck it up. So you can fill it that way. So, but I was just cleaning it, you know, like that. But you can, but just remember it's alcohol. All right, so what else was I going to show you? Was there anything else? So, so I did like it using that, whatchamacallit. So I don't know, Marcy, if you're still on here, I don't know what the Winkostella. We might have to try a Winkostella. All right, let me put that. Shall we try a Winkostella, or are you sick of me now? Are you over you today? Next channel. Let's see. I'm like, I cut all this vellum. All right, let's try with the Winkostella. It's very addictive. All right. Let me stick that on there. I don't know why I have that white under there. So my desk, it's just got all these pieces of vellum everywhere. So whatever you do, get your vellum ordered. Get your vellum ordered. Cut and emboss machine. Unless all of you buy thousands of dollars of vellum and blends, then I'll be picking two. But as far as I know, it will just be one. Okay, so let's see. I have a Winkostella. Let's see. Let's make sure it's got stuff. Okay, so this is a Winkostella. So let's try the Winkostella. I'm addicted to the magenta because it is so beautiful when it goes around. It is. It's just amazing. All right. And, of course, that blue. I don't know. Same with the Night of Navy. It's just that pop of blue. So I wonder what I'll do with these. Because like I said, I have to go. Oh, sorry, Anna. I know I'm going too long. I'm going too long today. All right. So I'm going to use this one. So this one has a little bit of the sparkle already. So it's going to pick up that little bit of sparkle. So it's already going to have a little sparkle to it. And it has a little tint of pink because I was not cleaning my brush as well. So now I'm just kind of getting it everywhere. Now I'm just making a mess. All right. So this is what I mean by you could go like pounce, 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 but then you're going to muddy all your colors. But it is so, you just kind of go crazy with it. All right. So splatter that. All right. Let me throw this cotton ball away. So let me take my Winkostella and I'm going to give it a squeeze and see if I can tap Winkostella on there. So I don't know if Winkostella, so I'm putting it on there, but I don't know if Winkostella is necessarily strong enough to do any difference. I think if you drop it, see I'm like squeezing and dropping it. To me, Winkostella is acting like, so see those drops? Winkostella alcohol that the Champagne Mist did, that this did. I want to say that Winkostella and this are related. All right, so let me, oh, this is the one I filled up. So this one has the alcohol in it. Let me get another sponge. I'm glad you can't see my whole craziness going on. So this one, this is the one I put the alcohol in it. So I have to squeeze it to get the alcohol out. So that probably would work. I'm squeezing pretty hard. And then you would just maybe want to, with a marker, you might want to just mark on there and say alcohol. And then just keep that one as your alcohol. So, but anyways. So, but the Winkostella is, it's kind of breaking down. And actually it looks kind of pretty. So you could totally do the Winkostella. Because you can see it. But it's funny to look at because it's just, all these bubbles are happening. It's hard to tell. But see how, can you see all the bubbles? Is it having some sort of reaction with the alcohol and the Winkostella? So see that? But it looks very, very cool. So once you get it where you want it, then, you know, set it aside to dry. I do not think I would use my heat gun to dry it. I didn't try, only because this alcohol is very flammable because it's got such a high alcohol content. I don't know if necessarily a hot heat gun would be a good idea. So I just set everything off to the side and let it air dry. I'm a true chemist, yeah. As you see that on the nightly news, a house blows up in Santan Valley because this crazy woman, so I'm just taking all my tape off, this crazy woman was mixing and matching, and but it's so fun. I wish it would hurry up and dry. Come on. Now I find that when you use the Winkostella or the what is it, Champagne Mist, it takes a little longer to dry because those things are kind of like paint, you know. So I'm just getting really close, really blowing that, get that splatter going. And you may get carpal tunnel from this too. But, oh my gosh. But isn't it beautiful? Oh. So let's see. Let's find that yellow. So this has got the white behind it. And then this has the yellow behind it. So it's just amazing the difference. So let's see. So there's balmy and yellow. So see the difference? It's the same piece of paper on the top, but it looks totally different based on, you know, the color that you put behind it. Here's Purple Posy. Slide that in there so you can see the difference. So see how that changed a little bit? Let me get a dry one because I don't want to get wet all over my cardstocks. There we go. Oh, it is so fun. All right. And then here's that white one. So you can see. So can you see when I push it down a little bit? So you can see, let me scoot. My crazy phone. Scoot, scoot, scoot. So see, you can see the difference. It's same piece of vellum. Then this is just the basic white, daffodil, purple posy, balmy blue. But it just looks different. It almost looks like smoke, right? Like smoke or something. But anyways, so the 91%, you want something over 90. So the 91%, I just got it off of Amazon. Because when I did the shipped, the store, the lady that was shopping for the shipped, she was like, they don't have over 70% at the store. So then Susan said, you know, I just got mine on Amazon and I do whatever Susan says. So that's what I did. So, and it was like a 2-pack bottle or like a box with 2 bottles in it. And these are pretty good. I don't know what I paid. These are 32 fluid ounces. But like I said, it's pretty flammable. So you want to keep it away from your kids and, you know, just keep it in your craft room and put it up. But, you know, but it's totally addictive. Oh my gosh. And I am so sorry that the computer or it unconnected. So I'm hoping that those two will just come together. Like I've never done that before. So I'm hoping that the beginning of it will just kind of fix itself. Who knows? Who knows? Not me. All right. So I better get off here in case Jeff needs to holler at me. So anyways, but have fun. Oh my gosh. And like I said, Friday for my dice shorts, and that's 2:00 Arizona time, Friday, and that is in the Facebook group. Make sure you come back because I'm going to do stuff with these and I'll show you the finished cards, okay? All right, so I'm going to stop blabbing, and thank you so much for joining me today, and I will talk to you Friday. Bye for now.